Well, hello, guys. Welcome back to the lesson this week. I know we haven't seen each other last week, but that doesn't mean that we cannot continue with our lesson. Now, before we go further, today we are going to go back a bit on what I have explained last week pertaining the assessment. And specifically, I want to talk to you about your speaking task 1. Okay, so as you can see from the previous topic of previous session, we have talked about this thing. We have talked about the assignment to speaking task 1. This is where you are going to do a presentation. So for this particular task, in conjunction to the second task, which is group discussion, you are going to have a form of group of five people per group, and all of you are going to be doing the same thing, except for the part. For the individual part, each one of you are going to have a specific topic being provided to you, and you're going to present it in detail in class. How long we're gonna be is going to be 5 minutes on the topic assigned. And we are going to have 5 minutes of question and answer session, or a question would be asked by me as well as your friends. So that's what you're supposed to do now. First thing first, you are going to have 5 people per group. Form your group first, and then we're going to further our session based on that, right? So that's a simple announcement that you have to do. Find your group first, or I sort of repeated myself multiple times. Just find your group, 5 people per group. Now, second thing that I would like to bring into your attention is this one. You are going to buy a book later on. That book entitled Authorly Listening and Speaking. How are you going to buy the book? Now, I believe most of you are familiar with this system. This is e-payment system of UPSI. How do you get to this particular website? Just Google e-payment UPSI and you will see this one. So what do you do next? Go to event and seminar down here. Once you click that, scroll down until you see our book you see here. Module/Buku UBI 3282 CE1, Listening, Speaking, and Critical Thinking. Now, what you have to do, you have to buy this book. How much is it? It will cost you 55 ringgit. Right. Once you got this, please make sure that you download their official receipt. Once you bought this, you will be given a receipt from the website, and please save that as a proof of payment. Later on, when we come back after Hari Raya, we gonna have one of you will be the group leader and collect all receipt for you to get the book from the main office. All right? Again, let me show you again where you have to go. First of all, remember to go to the e-payment website. Go to event and seminar. And then scroll down to this one. Module Buku Listening, Speaking, and Critical Thinking. Beware, do not buy this one. Do not buy reading, writing, and critical thinking. We are looking at listening, speaking, critical thinking, 3. All right? So that the second thing that you have to do, buy a book for this particular semester. Now, what are we going to do with the books next? Later on, once you have done, when we see each other, we are going to use the book as well as the system. This will be the system that you're going to see later on. You will be able to access the book itself through your devices. And then you can see the other exercises, and there will be tests, there will be notes for the lessons based on the website. Okay? So that's all that you need to do. Before we proceed with today's lesson, let me recap. First thing first, you are going to find or form a group, 5 people per group, and prepare for your speaking assessment later on. And the second one is for you to buy the book in e-payment system. Remember the title of the book. And then make sure you download this receipt and be prepared for the task later on. Okay? Now, those are the 2 announcements. Let's proceed with today's lesson. And today's lesson, we are going to talk about a specific skill. We're going to talk about a specific topic, which is going to be a recap from what you have learned previously, which is English tenses. Let's go!
Right, good morning everyone. Hello, hi. Welcome back to the lesson this week. Now, this week we're going to do a recap for what you have learned from primary school, I guess, up until now. In the university level, we're going to discuss more on what we call English tenses. Now, when we talk about tenses, the first thing that will come to your mind, of course, I would say there are three tenses, right? So you have past tense, you have present tense, and you have future tense. Everybody knows that. Past tense to show something happens in the past, future present tense something happening now, or something that continuously happen, a habit or something, or a fact. Future tense, something that going to happen in the future. Alright, that's really clear. But have you ever wondered that there are other types of tenses as well? What would it be? Okay, for example, let's take past tense. We have simple past tense. We have past continuous tense, we have past perfect tense, and we have past perfect continuous tense. What are those? Right, so really simple. Okay, we're going to look at it one by one. Don't worry. Okay, let's look at the first one. When we talk about simple tenses, okay, what does it mean? Everybody knows when we talk about simple tenses, the real function that we use this is just to show what happened. As simple as that. Okay, we don't care is it ongoing, or is it done yet, or when does it happen. Okay, we don't care about all of that. We only would like to know what happened. The thing goes throughout the tenses. We have past simple past tense, simple present tense, and simple future tense. They are the same. What does it mean? Okay, let's look at the first example there. Simple past tense. I walked to the school. What does it mean? Saya berjalan ke sekolah. But when? Past tense. How do we know past tense? From the verb walked. Right. Okay. Tengah berjalan ke? Are you in the middle of walking in the past? No, right? We only would like to mention here, we use simple past tense to show what happened in the past. That's it. As simple as that. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Simple present tense. To know simple present tense, it's really simple. As I mentioned before, we only would like to know what happened. I walked to the school. Saya berjalan ke sekolah. Tengah jalan ke? Are you in the middle of walking? Right? No. Because in simple tenses, we would like to know what happened. As simple as that. Okay? Okay, other than that, we can use simple present tense in order to show a habit. I come to the school every day. I come to the school every day. Why come to the school? Why not came to the school or will be coming to the school? Because that is a habit. How do you know it's a habit? The word every day there. Okay? So by knowing that, we know we use simple tenses, simple present tense to show something that's a habit. Other than that, we use simple present tense as to show that it is a fact. My mother is a beautiful woman. Why we use is there? That's a present tense. Why do we use is a beautiful woman? Why don't we use my mother was a beautiful woman? What does it mean if you use was? It means that she is no longer beautiful because in the past she is beautiful. Now, she's no longer beautiful. So be careful when you use the tenses there. Next, we have simple future tense. I will kill you tonight. What does it mean? It means that tonight I will kill you. Malam nanti aku akan bunuh engkau. Okeylah, tukar. I will eat the cake. Bila akan makan kek? In the future. Akan tengah nak bercakap tentang sedang makan ke? Are you talking about you are currently eating the cake in the future? No, we would like to tell you that something can happen. What happened? I eat the cake. I will sleep tonight. Saya akan tidur malam ini. Saya akan tidur. Saya nak. Are you trying to say that you are in the middle of sleeping? No, yeah. You just mention that. What are you going to do tonight? Okay. Right. Moving on to the next one. Next one is what we call as continuous tense. What does it mean, continuous tense? Other than that, we call it as progressive. Right? Past progressive tense, past continuous tense, present continuous tense, present progressive, future continuous, future progressive. What does it mean? In other words, progressive means sedang or tengah. Right? Usually we use these tenses to show that, to tell a story. Okay, to show that we are in the middle of doing it. Tapi apa beza dengan simple present tense? Bukan kita tengah buat juga ke? Simple present tense just to tell you what happened. Okay? Present continuous tense to show that something that ongoing, sedang berlaku. Contohnya, for example, let's look at past continuous tense. I was walking to the school. What does it mean? I was walking to the school. So we know it is past tense. How do we know it? Because of the word was there. That's past tense there. Other than that, what does it mean? It means that saya sedang berjalan ke sekolah. Sedang berjalan ke sekolah past tense? Yes, saya sedang berjalan ke sekolah. Bila? Semalam, for example, or somewhere in the past. I walked to the school yesterday, for example. Okay? So that's how you know continuous tense. We can have ing in past tense. Alright? Jangan ingat past ing je mesti present tense. No. ing will be the indicator for something that is ongoing, in progress, sedang berlaku. Masa aku tengah makan semalam, try to translate that. When I was eating yesterday, aku tengah makan semalam. I was eating yesterday. Aku makan semalam. I ate yesterday. You see the difference there? That's the difference. Yeah, we can have ing even in past tense, no problem. ing will be the indicator for continuous tense. Okay, let's look at the present continuous tense. I am walking to the school. What does it mean? Saya sedang berjalan ke sekolah. I walk to the school. Saya berjalan ke sekolah. I walk to the school just would like to tell people, how do I get to the school? I walk to the school. I am walking to the school. Ni, tengah berjalan ni. Saya sedang berjalan sekolah. I am walking to the school. That's how you use present continuous tense. Next one. Future continuous tense. What is it? I will be walking to the school. Saya akan sedang tengah berjalan. Saya sedang berjalan ke sekolah. Saya akan berjalan ke sekolah somewhere in the future. Meaning to say, you are telling people you're going to do the process, you're going to do it. You are in the middle of doing it, in the process, in the progress, in ongoing, doing that particular activity or that particular job. That's when do we use future continuous tense. It's just a matter of how are you going to stress the sentence itself. Okay? Moving on to the next one. Past perfect tense. Or perfect tense. Past perfect tense, present perfect tense, and future perfect tense. What does it mean? Perfect tense, we use perfect tense to show something that is completed, done, settled, sudah. Right? Now, please bear in mind, in English, telah and sudah are different things. Just because it happens in the past does not mean it is settled. Hanya sebab sesuatu benda berlaku pada masa lampau atau pada masa lepas, tak semestinya benda itu telah selesai. Contohnya, I had written a book. What does it mean? Saya sudah tulis buku. How do we know telah? Had. The word had there. We know it is telah, it happens in the past. Written, sudah. We know that is perfect tense from the word written. Okay, compare this one. This is past perfect continuous, past perfect tense, yeah? I wrote the book. What does it mean? Saya telah tulis buku. Dah siap ke? Are you done with it? Have you finished writing the book? You just mentioned that saya telah tulis buku. In the past, I wrote a book. That's it, as simple as that. That is a function of simple past tense, just to tell people what happened. Okay? Now, next one, past perfect tense. I had written a book. What does it mean? In the past, I have done with my action of writing the book. That's it. But you don't want that long sentence. So you can short it. You can make it short by having past perfect tense. Pada masa lampau, saya sudah tulis sebuah buku. Saya sudah settle. Okay? Now, let's try another example. I loved you. Remember this one? I loved you. Simple past tense. What does it mean? Saya telah cinta kamu. Are you still in love? Am I still in love with you right now? Adakah saya masih cintai kamu sekarang? We don't know and we don't care because simple tenses just to tell you what happened. As simple as that. Now let's look at the next one. I had loved you. What does it mean? Saya telah sudah cinta kamu. What does it mean? In the past, I used to love you. Now, I no longer love you. Because perfect tense, done. Everything settled. When is settled? We have the word had. Settled in the past. Everything in the past. As simple as that. Okay? Nah, lepas ni jangan nak seronok sangat. Girlfriend kau hantar message, I had love you. Oh, she love me. Ngada sangat, okay? Right. Let's look at the next one. Present perfect tense. What do we use? Have written the book. Kalau sudah, mestilah something in the past, right? I have written the book. What does it mean? We use present perfect tense to show something that just happened. Baru siap. At the moment of speaking, baru siap. Right? I have written the book. I write the book. Siapa tulis buku? I write the book. Ya ke kau tulis buku ni? Betul ke? I have written the book. I am the one who have written the book. You see the different stress there? Satu cakap I write the book. Saya tulis buku itu. I have written the book. Saya telah tulis. Saya yang menulis. Saya sudah tulis buku itu. Saya sudah tulis buku itu. Okay? Now moving on to the next one. Future perfect tense. What does it mean? It means that something that's going to happen in the future and going to end in the future. What does it mean? I will have written the book. I will write the book. Simple present tense, simple future tense. Saya akan tulis buku. I will have written the book. Masa depan nanti, saya akan siap tulis buku itu. Saya sudah siap nak tulis buku itu. Bila? Somewhere in the future. Not now. I will write the book. Saya akan tulis. Tulis je lah. Tak tahu siap ke tak. Tulis je. I will have written the book. Saya akan tulis. Saya akan siap tulis buku itu. And there are clauses behind it, right? Okay. Now, next one. We're going to look at perfect continuous. What does it mean by perfect continuous? It means that something that happened somewhere continue to happen and settled somewhere or finish somewhere. It depends on the tenses itself. Oh, benda ni tadi mu tak faham lagi. Never mind. Before that, let's recap. We use simple tenses to show that what happened. We use continuous tense to show something that ongoing, in progress, sedang. We use perfect tense to show something that settled, sudah, siap, selesai. Okay? And we use perfect continuous. When we use perfect continuous, we combine both. We combine something that happened somewhere, continue to happen, and finish somewhere. What does it mean? Let's look at the first one. Past perfect continuous. I had been writing the book. What does it mean? In the past, I started to write the book and I continue to write the book and I finished writing the book when? In the past. So everything in the past. Saya mula menulis buku pada satu masa lalu dan saya terus dalam proses menulis buku itu dan saya telah selesai tulis buku itu when? Everything in the past. Okay. Let's try present perfect continuous, yeah. I have been writing the book. What does it mean? In the past, I started to write the book and I continue writing the book up until now. Up until now. Now, when we talk about past, present perfect tense, alright, we have two meanings. It's either it is still true or it is just finished. Sama ada dia betul, masih betul sekarang ini ataupun dia baru saja selesai buat aktiviti, buat kerja tu. Okay. I have been writing the book for 2 hours. You started 2 hours before and from that 2 hours you continue to write it up until now. It's either you are still writing it or you just finished writing it. Okay. Next one we have future perfect continuous. I will have been writing the book. What does it mean? Pada masa depan, saya akan mula menulis dan saya akan terus menulis dan akan habis menulis when? Everything in the future. Faham ke dok? Let's try another sentence. Okay, we used before, yeah. I had been loving you. What does it mean? Satu masa lalu aku pernah mencintai kamu dan terus-menerus dari saat itu aku terus mencintai dirimu dan kini tidak lagi cintaku padamu. This is a confession, yeah. This is a confession that you can use. Alright? You're having a crush on someone and you are fed up with that person. Okay, you can use this. I had been loving you. From the moment I saw you, I start to love you, and from that moment I continuously loving you without any doubt. And until that moment, until that one moment, I stopped loving you. When was it? Everything in the past. Do I still love you now? No, I don't love you. I have stopped loving you. That's when you use I had been loving you. Past, perfect, continuous tense. What is different? Let's look at present perfect continuous. I have been loving you. Dari dulu aku mencintaimu dan terus-menerus dari saat itu aku mencintaimu tanpa ragu dan kini cintaku padamu masih tulus suci. I still love you now. It is still true. It's either that or sampai sekarang I started to love you from before and continuously loving you from that moment and until now. You need another sentence. I have been loving you since 2008 and now no more, for example. Okay, dari dulu cinta, terus-menerus menyintai dirimu dan kini there are two meanings there. You need another sentence to support that sentence. Okay, and next one, let's look at future perfect continuous. I will have been loving you. Try for a moment. What does it mean? Clue. This is the sentence you use to friend zone someone. Satu masa nanti aku akan mencintai dirimu dan terus-menerus aku mencintai dirimu dan aku harap hingga ke akhirnya cintaku hanyalah padamu. But when? In the future. Now? No, not yet. Not started yet. Okay, this is the sentence that you can use to friend zone someone. Okay, so I'm just telling you how to understand the concept here. Okay, out there's a lot of notes out there telling you how to write the sentence itself. Okay, simple tenses, you only change the verb. For past, you plus ed, plus d, plus ied. For present tense, you have subject verb agreement. We're not going to cover that yet. Okay, just bear with me. Simple stuff. If subject is singular, then you put s to the verb. If subject is plural, then no s to the verb. And for future, simple future tense, you only add will. Okay. Continuous tense, ing. Okay. Is, are, was, were, and be plus ing for the verb. Okay. I'm going to show you the notes later. For perfect tense, we use have, has, and had. Had is for past tense. Have is for present tense, and have is only for future tense. Okay, and the verb must be in past participle. What is past participle? That will be our next lesson. And for perfect continuous, you add had, have, has with be verb. Okay, it's our also and be. Well, this time around we're going to use be, and then the verb must plus ing. Right. So there's a practice for you to do down here. I'm going to put the link here later on for you to do the exercise on that to test your understanding, as well as the notes on how to write the sentences there. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you guys. I hope you learned something today. Thank you.